Hi, today we're talking about long distance relationships and the potential advantages and benefits of them, despite the bad rap they get. So let's take a look at the nuances and explore what these actual benefits could be. Despite their advantages, just full disclosure here, long distance relationships are not for everyone. Some people thrive in them while others find them frustrating or totally unfulfilling. The individuals who tend to appreciate and succeed in long distance relationships share certain personality traits, values, and life circumstances. I'll talk about that in the second half of this video, so stick around to find out if a long distance relationship might be an option for you. Couples in long distance relationships frequently develop strong communication skills. In geographically close relationships, nonverbal communication, such as touch and body language and facial expressions, they do all of the work. In a long distance relationship, words become your primary tool. Since you can't rely on a hug to fix a bad day or a spontaneous outing to smooth out a disagreement, you develop intentional and effective communication habits. Long-distance couples often get better at articulating feelings and needs since they can't rely on implicit understanding. They have deeper conversations because they spend more time talking rather than simply existing in the same space. They develop patience in explaining their emotions, which helps avoid misunderstandings. So this heightened communication makes the relationship more resilient in the long run, even after closing the distance. Couples develop a deeper emotional connection. Since physical presence isn't an option, the emotional bond becomes the foundation of the relationship. There's less temptation to rely on physical chemistry alone, so the couple truly gets to know each other on a very deep level. Long-distance relationship couples tend to share more personal details and discuss big picture topics early on, like values and what their aspirations are and what they fear. The time apart forces them to become emotionally vulnerable, fostering trust and intimacy in ways some in-person couples never reach. When one partner is struggling, the other must be attuned to their emotions despite the distance, strengthening emotional intelligence. The depth of connection built in a long-distance relationship often creates a strong foundation for a long-term relationship. The partners in a long-distance relationship have the opportunity for more individual growth and independence. In some relationships, especially when partners live together or see each other daily, it's easy to become enmeshed, where personal identities blur into one. Long-distance couples, however, naturally enjoy that independence. Each person continues to pursue their own interests, friendships, and goals without constantly factoring in the other person. There's less risk of becoming overly reliant on a partner for emotional support, as both individuals learn to self-soothe and cope with stress and develop support networks independent of each other. Personal growth remains a priority, which can enhance the relationship rather than make it the center of one's world. Independence can prevent codependency. It allows each partner to thrive as an individual while still being committed to each other. And couples prioritize quality over quantity time together. When couples see each other every day, time together becomes routine, sometimes leading to complacency. People stop noticing each other. They stop doing nice things for each other and often take each other for granted. In long-distance relationships, though, every interaction, whether a phone call, video chat, or visit, feels more intentional and meaningful. A sense of excitement and anticipation keeps things from feeling stagnant and routine. Time together is cherished and maximized rather than taken for granted. Many long-distance couples say that when they finally reunite, they have a greater appreciation for just being in the same room, something close-distance couples often overlook. The relationship comes with a built-in personal space. So relationships thrive when partners strike a balance between closeness and autonomy. However, in close-distance relationships, maintaining this balance gets tricky. One person might need more space than the other, leading to friction. In long-distance relationships, they naturally provide this space. Long-distance relationships naturally provide time for personal reflection. Partners have space to process their emotions independently. It comes with built-in freedom to maintain friendships and hobbies without worrying about neglecting the other person. A healthy level of longing keeps the romance alive without the partners feeling suffocated. Even something as simple as having your bed to yourself and not stepping over each other's stuff or standing in line for the bathroom every morning, as trivial as it may sound, does make a difference in how couples see each other. It minimizes the little irritations that build over time, causing unnecessary and silly fights. Long-distance couples frequently end up with stronger conflict resolution skills. In-person couples sometimes sweep issues under the rug or resolve conflicts with distractions, like going out together instead of talking through a problem. Long-distance couples, on the other hand, must address issues head-on, as avoiding them can lead to miscommunication and even more distance. They develop emotional regulation skills, since reacting impulsively during a phone call can damage the relationship. They learn to actively listen and validate their partner's feelings without relying on physical reassurance. Over time, having these skills makes the relationship more resilient even in the face of future challenges. And long-distance couples have more exciting travel opportunities. One of the best perks of a long-distance relationship is that visits often feel like mini vacations, whether it's visiting your partner's city or meeting somewhere in a new place. You explore new places together, adding excitement and novelty to the relationship. Planning trips together is fun teamwork and becomes like a mini shared goal. The memories created during visits are often more intense and meaningful, which strengthens the couple's bond. For couples in international long-distance relationships, this also means exposure to different cultures, languages, and lifestyles, enriching both individuals and their worldviews. Long-distance relationships test commitment and trust. They act as a natural filter for relationships that lack trust, patience, and long-term compatibility. If a couple can withstand long periods apart, they demonstrate true commitment, choosing to stay together despite the inconveniences. They demonstrate resilience, working through challenges that might break a less committed couple. They build trustworthiness because without trust, the long-distance relationship simply cannot survive. This means that those who successfully navigate the long-distance relationship often end up with stronger, more secure relationships than the couples who never had to test their commitment. A long-distance relationship also means less routine and more anticipation. Falling into a rut is one of the biggest challenges in long-term relationships. However, long-distance ones naturally keep things fresh. The time apart builds excitement. Every call, message, and visit is something to look forward to. Couples replace routine with intentional planning. Small surprises, cute fun gestures, little gifts and notes and texts feel very meaningful and special in any relationship, but they're more common in long distance ones. And couples rely on them to sustain the connection much more than couples who cohabitate. This kind of built-in novelty keeps the spark alive for much longer than in relationships where routine takes over. And long-distance couples develop stronger appreciation for each other. When people see their partner every day, they may start to take them for granted. In long-distance relationships, every reunion feels like a celebration. Every hug or watching a movie together feels extra special. Partners value each other's time and presence more deeply, leading to greater gratitude. Many couples who have successfully transitioned from long distance to a close distance relationship say their appreciation for each other never fades because they've experienced what it's like to be apart. Long distance relationships are not easy, but they offer unique benefits. The key is to approach them with the right mindset, focusing on growth, trust, and quality communication rather than just waiting for the distance to end. So let's look at the types of people who may actually enjoy and even thrive in a long distance relationship. I'm curious, would you ever consider a long distance relationship? Or do you think the challenges outweigh the benefits? Let me know in the comments. If you liked the video so far, press the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more relationship and life intelligence content from me. And if you want to support my work, I have a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description below. So thank you guys. Let's move on. Here are a few types of people who would enjoy a long distance relationship and a few who would absolutely not. 1. Obviously, highly independent people. Long distance relationships provide built-in autonomy, making them a greater fit for individuals who enjoy alone time and don't feel the need for constant companionship, or have strong personal goals and passions that require a lot of focus and time commitment, or are comfortable making decisions independently without relying on a partner for the day-to-day support. For these individuals, long-distance relationships can feel freeing rather than restrictive. They get to experience love and connection without sacrificing their independence. 2. Deep conversationalists and emotionally introspective people may very much appreciate long-distance relationships. Some people connect best through words, deep conversations, and emotional intimacy rather than constant physical presence. Long-distance relationships work well for individuals who love thoughtful discussions about life, values, and emotions, and enjoy writing and verbal communication as a way to create a bond. And they find that their strongest connections are built through shared thoughts rather than just sharing activities. For these people, long distance provides an ideal space for meaningful connection without distractions. It's also suitable for people with strong emotional security and low jealousy. Trust and security are essential in a long-distance relationship, and some people naturally handle this better than others. Those who do well in a long-distance relationship often feel secure in themselves and their partner, even with limited daily interactions. They don't experience excessive jealousy or anxiety over their partner's social life. And they can self-soothe and manage insecurities without needing constant reassurance. That type of relationship will also work for ambitious, career-oriented, and highly goal-driven individuals. People who are deeply focused on their careers, education, or personal growth often appreciate the flexibility of a long-distance relationships. It works well for them who have a demanding job or studies or personal projects that require time and energy. People who want a relationship without sacrificing their ambitions and enjoy being fully present in their work or hobbies without guilt. Instead of feeling like they're missing out on traditional dating, these people see a long distance relationship as an effective way to balance love and personal growth and their ambitions. Then there are the adventurous and open minded people. Long distance relationships often involve travel, meeting new people, and navigating uncertainty. Those who thrive in them tend to love exploring new places and don't mind the unpredictability of long distance logistics. They find excitement in the challenge of making a relationship work across the distance. They see relationships as an evolving journey rather than something that has to follow a traditional script. For these individuals, long distance feels dynamic, exciting, and full of opportunities rather than limiting. Those who see love as a long-term investment don't mind the long distance. Long distance relationships test patience, commitment, and the ability to delay gratification. They work best for people who believe that distance is temporary, but love is worth the wait. They're willing to put in the effort now for future rewards. They have strong long-term vision rather than focusing only on short-term convenience. If someone sees relationships as an evolving journey rather than immediate gratification, they're more likely to appreciate a long-distance relationship. Because these relationships tend to be challenging for people who crave daily physical affection, like lots of hugs and kisses and just being joined at the hip with their partner. Or they need a partner who is constantly available for emotional reassurance. They have high levels of anxiety or insecurity in the relationship or in themselves and find it difficult to trust their partner when apart. They're also hard on people who prefer spontaneous everyday connection over planned scheduled interactions. So these individuals might feel more stressed or lonely in a long distance relationship rather than fulfilled. So as always, the key is to know yourself and be honest with yourself. Long distance relationships are not one size fits all type of situation. Okay, that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching. Share this video with someone who may need to hear this. I appreciate your likes and comments. Buy me a coffee if you want to support my work. The link is in the description down below, and I'll see you next time.